Blessed with the New England City update, and we're gonna go check it out. Even though yesterday we were flying around the same general area, we're gonna still take a look. I did have a chance to preview. I know that it certainly looks better. So what we're going to do is fly from where we are right now, which is at TF Green Airport near Providence. So I think it's technically Worcester. I'm sorry, not Worcester. Warwick, actually. And let me turn down my volume here. There we go. And then we're going to head over to Plymouth, because we're told that Plymouth is an update. Then we're going to head over to Boston and take a look and see if some things have been fixed a little bit. Then we're going to head up the New England coastline for a bit. We're going to head towards New Hampshire, some southern Maine. Forgive me, I'm eating a little bit too. Then we're going to head to... I'm actually going to stop and then come back to New York City and double check that general area as well. I guess, I mean, not that I'm excited about Elizabeth, New Jersey getting an update, but I'm sure somebody is. And we'll take a look. Alright, so let's sorry, the first thing we want to do is head to Warwick, over this general area here for Warwick. Then we'll head up this way to Providence, and then I'll show you where Plymouth is after that. Alright, zoom back, just set myself up a little bit different for you guys. Okay. A little bit better for the flight scene. Alright, here we go. And I like the helicopters a little bit more for flight seeing. It, you know, gives us the opportunity to stop and really look around. Alright. I mean, the area around the airport looks pretty decent.
Approach. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810 is typed 1 mile southwest of Providence, 300 feet. Request flight following.
And if anybody has anywhere that they'd like to go, like yesterday somebody asked to go to Newport, we did that for sure. We can. I don't think that got any kind of an update this time around, but that's okay.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
Alright, my dad grew up in Warwick. Not too far from here. I wish I could tell you exactly where. I've been to the house that he grew up in. I want to say it's not far from these fields. He had me stop, take some pictures. That was several years ago.
600 feet. Altimeter 29901.
Roger. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
I mean, really, it looks pretty decent.
On 120.7 when inbound.
You know, I think it looks pretty decent anyway. I'm a fan of New England, though. Some of these trees look a little worse for wear. What's our altitude? Maybe we go up just a little bit more. Let's hope the sound doesn't skip like that for too long. This area is obviously being streamed in now, especially with it being Warwick specifically listed on the release notes. It's kind of doing some slow circling movements. It must be the Warwick. I think we looked at this yesterday, actually, and I mean, I don't know. It seems a little bit better than what it was. I don't remember specifically if we were in Warwick itself or not. But that's okay. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's head maybe we head up towards Providence now at this point. I see a lighthouse is not too far away. Is that kind of on the way? It actually is. More or less. We're going to follow this waterway up, so that makes kind of sense. All right, let's go ahead and trim myself up a little bit for some get moving here. We need to be up about maybe right about here. Okay. So let's see. We got a lighthouse on the one side, the Children's Hospital and Providence on the left side. That'll still work. Let me bring up the big map, me and my terrible eyesight. Yeah, okay. That'll work. So the area around Warwick is nicer. The houses have a more realistic feel, at least for this general area here. And that's nice. You know, it's good for flying around. But as you can see, like, there's a tree just off to our left, just about to go out of the screen. Looks like it melted. So, you know, go figure. Again, I am a little bit low. Let's come up a little bit. Okay. We'll go see what this says Panem Rocks Lighthouse. I don't really know anything about that personally. But New England and lighthouses, they kind of go together. So we'll see. And then we'll hang a left. You can see just on the left-hand side, about mid-screen, the skyline of Providence in view. There was another city listed. Let's come down a little bit. I mean, nothing to write home about. It's a lighthouse, I guess. It looks more like a square. Minecraft style. Like, oh, yeah, it kind of rendered in. It looks a little bit better there as we come over. All right. We just kind of... Whoa. Sorry about that. And we'll take a little gander at it since it rendered in a little bit nicer. So now I have a lot of things downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is part of the city update then. Hello there, lighthouse. Not bad, not bad. We will just sort of snap a photo of us here. Looks nice. I probably would have rather been turned around. That's one of the things I like to do, is get the photo with us at least looking. Maybe from over this side, right about, I don't know, maybe this side. Just want to get the focus to, there we go. And even then, I'm still not positive that the focus is good because, where am I headed? Okay, yep, towards downtown Providence now. Now, one thing I looked for yesterday and didn't see, and I've already scouted out and I know it's there, is from Dumb and Dumber when Harry and Lloyd are leaving Providence, headed to, I think it was Aspen. They pass by this exterminator building. It's got a big blue bug on the roof. Well, it's in the update. So we'll go check that out. As well. Now I don't...
1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Traffic is 3 o'clock for miles at 1,500 feet. Generic. Report them in sight.
Really?
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Have the traffic.
And it says we do. Oh, okay, sure. I don't remember there being actual windmills at this location. I mean, that's not to say that they're not there. And excuse me, and that's okay. So I did have a chance to preview. I took a look, and Providence definitely looks better. Yesterday was kind of blocky, and even with the streaming, because I haven't switched back to the beta to give myself a chance to stream in the I'm sorry, to download this yet. And it still looked pretty good, even for all the streaming it has to do. So here we are, coming into the area. Oh, it might be up just a little bit more. I think I'm at the wrong spot, yeah. Actually, let me take a look at the map, because I am coming at it from a little bit different direction. Okay, yeah, it should be just up ahead. We'll get rid of that. Here we go. So Harry and Lloyd were leaving Providence in front of us and passing from in front of us and towards us this this little exterminator building just to our left started coming into view. We're gonna just come in slow. Here's our exterminator with the big blue bug on it. I mean, it looks like a melted bug. I'll give them that. But at least at least it's included. At least it's part of it. So, yippee. We'll see what it looks like from up above. Might even look a little bit better. Typically these things do. So we'll kind of come out this way here. Do a little turn. Try to turn a little bit slower. Not bad. I bet you didn't know you were going to get a movie scenes tour today as well. Alright, so moving along. So you see by the marker, Hasbro Children's Hospital. But along with it are many of these old warehouse type buildings. New England is certainly known for that. A lot of absolutely gorgeous ones. Mixed in with those old buildings, of course, are the new construction. Newer, more modern type of buildings. And you can see them kind of scattered around as well. Old factories and power plants. Definitely not bad looking at all. Come on over here. The downtown section, it's a little bit better put together. I mean, if you try to land in there, it looks terrible, of course, but it's not what it's meant for. We're also in the area, I forget exactly which buildings, but we're in the area of the Rhode Island School of Design right here. Oh, we've got some New England style type churches, and let's just kind of slow up. Here we go. We'll even take a couple of snapshots from the area, the Providence area. And then, like I was saying, so you can see that church just out there, out beyond our rotor. Oh, there we go. Took a second to come in. So like I was saying, the Rhode Island School of Design is, I forget exactly where. I think it's probably one of these buildings. Anybody who actually knows is going to be able to say, hey, look, I see it. And then over this way here is Brown University. None of these things are actually listed, but here we are in the area. So if one of you is a Brown alumni or into that Ivy League stuff, it's well represented, I think, for a flight sim. Being able to bring in these buildings and the general feel and look of what it looks like. Of course, we have our fellow flight simmers are at the Flight Sim Expo right now. Probably won't even come out and look. I mean, to me, there's not a whole lot being offered in Providence anyway. I don't understand why they did it here. You want to be in New England, you know, it may cost a little more, but Boston offers more. A lot more. So, alright, let's head over towards Plymouth. Now, if anybody's ever been to Plymouth Rock, it is a complete letdown. It is literally a tiny little rock that is behind some, oops, sorry. I'm kind of doing two things at once. It's behind some fencing down a hole. All right, that's where we need to head to. Let me just keep that there. There we go. And is not worth a trip. But we're still going to go check it out. We're going to head over that way. Oops. All right, there we go. We'll still go look because it's part of the update. Now, we also got a plane today. I tried it. It's okay. I wasn't overly excited about it, honestly. I'm sure there's a lot of people streaming use of it right now because it's, you know, new today. I'd recommend you just go try it yourself if you really want to see it. No sense in watching somebody else stream something. It's not like you can't get it and go use it. Same with this, of course. I mean, if you're into this, go get something and fly along. Come fly with me. I'm on the USA East server right now. Need to go a little more north than where we are. What is that, there is something around that I might be able to, oh, maybe 1MA0, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so I need to head down that, more to the south.
Southwest 1426, maintain present altitude.
And when I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna, on my own without streaming, do some more flights of VOR, radio navigation, that sort of thing. None of these maps, no nothing. We're just out enjoying the new scenery right now, so. Kind of like to, sorry, my bad. Still getting used to this whole helicopter thing. Trying to, set the trim and fly it all at the same time. And maintain the altitude. It's different from the airplanes. It's fine. But that's alright. Let's see. Princess House Heliport or Morton Hospital. Both 10 miles away. Both pretty much on... If I aim for right in between them, that should be fine for now. Try to get to where we're going.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Traffic is 9 o'clock for miles at 2,700 feet. Generic. Report them in sight.
Not too far away.
Southwest
We're fine.
1426. You are 500 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet altimeter 29901.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Traffic in sight.
Let me recenter myself. Whoa! That is not what I meant to do. I thought that was my recenter my view, but I guess I was wrong. Shoot. That was a recenter the trim.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
There we go.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Southwest 1426.
Southwest 1426. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 5. Approach via Papa Victor Delta transition. Cleared to Papa Victor Delta.
Huh.
Maintain present heading and
Alright, so if we go in between these two heliports in front of us, we'll make it to Plymouth eventually. Not sure what exactly had the Asobo choose which cities they were going to update. Plymouth it was just an interesting choice, that maybe just because of its notoriety. But there's usually not much to see there. We'll see when we get there if they've added anything worthwhile. The rest of the New England seems to be pretty much generic, run-of-the-mill, though. A lot of trees. Too many trees, really. Huh. Oh, kind of coming down a little bit too low. I don't want to get too low because the scenery does get worse. I want to try to stay up around 700 feet for the most part anyway, and yeah, that's a little better. Oh, sorry, I look down. I'm doing other things, making, checking maps, moving things around every now and then. Get a little bit off track. Sorry about that. So let's see. Plymouth. Bring up the big map. Right in there. Alright, we're still headed right for it. Nobody really flying around. Well, maybe. Might be one couple trying to check it out. What is this one here? Oh, that's Plymouth Municipal, but... Be interesting. I know there is I don't know if I think it's replica. I mean, I would think of the Mayflower or whatever. In that area, I wonder if it'll be on the shoreline there too. We'll head right for Plymouth Airport, and then we'll zoom around from there. Oh, I kind of let myself get up a little bit higher. Come down a little bit. Thought I was on the map. How come I disappeared there? But then down there, it's like I'm gone. That's weird. Zoom back just a little bit. There we go. That way I can see myself on the map that's down below when we cradle it. Oh, Taunton Municipal, okay. So those of you who watched yesterday and today, I think I would like to think you'd agree that Providence does look better. Even being streamed. The first chance I get, though, I am going to download the city update. Because I know it'll look a lot better that way. Same thing goes for New York City. I need to download that. We were streaming that yesterday, and it was a little pushy. But then again, we had been streaming for 2.5 hours at that point and flying low and slow over a lot of areas. This looks really weird, like wavy almost, these towers. Oh, okay. There we go. They looked like they were waving for a minute. Interesting. There are a lot of... As we get closer, look at it. I don't know if those are other players or not. I can't really tell, but that's interesting that many people would be at Plymouth. So maybe there are more people checking it out than we thought. Keep on going. Why did I disappear from our... Oh, okay. Oh, it's probably because I zoomed in. I think we're just starting to come out down here. I think that's... Oops, that's us, I think, coming out on the map now. Be able to track myself a little better then. It'll also be helpful when the little pin drop comes up, and those may be them, just way out in the distance, just not with a there's no name on them yet. There we go. Shouldn't be too much longer till we're in the Plymouth area. We have checked out Warwick, Providence. Next is Plymouth. Then we'll head to Boston. And I don't want to forget to check out New York. Apparently Brooklyn has been given a once-over as well as Manhattan. And some Some towns in New Jersey. Nothing I would get excited about personally, but it's okay. Not too far from New York City. Elizabeth, I know, is one of them. I'd have to look to verify another. Oh, there's Plymouth Municipal now coming up on there. What's it? Is that just over 10 miles away? 10 and a half. So we'll at least start there and then head over to the shore and see if they added in the I think it was a Mayflower replica, whatever it is. But there's a ship there next to the little rock down in the hole called Plymouth Rock. You know, growing up, we'd hear about, oh, you know, the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock, and I always envisioned, you know, some huge rock, like think Goonies, and the big rocks out on the west coast in Oregon, and then you see it, and you go, what is that? It's like a little slab. Somebody drop a rock there? What's that all about? So I'm sure that is not redone on here. That would just be weird. For whatever reason, I don't have the marker for the Plymouth Airport showing up right now. That's different. But we are headed right at it. They did a good job of recreating that marshy area below us. I think that looks kind of nice. I don't know if we're getting close enough to where they changes in this area or not. Bring up our big map real quick. See, that's Plymouth right here, so we're headed right at it, and then we will come up into this general direction. That's where Plymouth. I don't really want to call it a city, but that's where it is. We probably already passed Middleborough. We are in Massachusetts now. We are no longer in Rhode Island. We have not been for a while. Okay, there it goes. Plymouth Municipal now showing up. So that'll be a good marker for us. Something to go towards. The states go quickly in New England. You'll see if we head up the coast through New Hampshire and into Maine, it won't take long from Boston. But I'm interested to see if there are any lighthouses. And I definitely want to check out New York City. You know, all that before I go back into my learning mode, where I fly around with radio navigation only. Yesterday I had a pretty good flight, and eventually I'll do them for you guys too. I just want to make sure I have everything down. But I was able to do full IFR in the Black Square TBM, and went from Block Island up to Cortland, New York. Tiny little airport with an RNAV approach. But I had to enter my own and really be on the lookout, because you could not see it until you were down about 500 feet off the ground, and it was also hilly terrain, so you really had to follow these different points. And it worked out. It was good. So I saved that flight plan. I'm going to try some more and redo them. But stream them. Oh, I'm getting a little bit low. There we go. So here we are coming up on the Plymouth Municipal. I don't think they specifically mentioned anything about the airport included. I'd have to look at what can be downloaded to know for sure. I had some food here. Now I don't know where I put. Oh, here it is. Ah! Don't reach for too much food while you're flying. Holy cow. Sorry, I'm eating. You're gonna have to wait. All right. So we are going to have to change our direction a little bit. All right. So Plymouth Municipal. I don't know. Looks like many of the airports and flight sims, blocky buildings. I have not been here in real life personally, so I do not know as to the accuracy, but it looks okay. Seems just fine.
Approach. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810 is type. 1 miles northwest of Kilo Papa Yankee Mike, 900 feet. Request flight following.
I mean, not really, but...
Whiskey 5810, approach. Squawk Tree 027.
Squawk Tree 027. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to... We'll come in, and then we'll head a little bit north. Because, this is the Plymouth area, a little bit zoomed in.
Roger. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
I mean, not unlike Warwick, it looks pretty much, you know, it looks good. I can't complain, that's for sure. We'll check this little section here, and then we'll head north and check that. So when I was here, it was as a truck driver. Tiny little streets. We parked on the main street and walked over to check out, you know, the famous Plymouth Rock. It's not at this location here. We're actually going to head north to go find it. I just wanted to see how this looks. Let's go ahead and do a sweep turn up towards the north. But we took up, like, I don't even know how many parking spots.
Traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 3,600 feet. Generic. Report them in sight. Generic 8 tree Bravo.
And it was right near the water.
On 128.75. Good day.
Care 5, Tree 81. Have the generic in sight.
I think the area looks good.
Generic
I'm happy with it.
Delta. Have the traffic. .128.75. Generic 8 Tree Bravo.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Traffic is 4 o'clock, 4 miles, at 3,700 feet. Generic. Report them in sight.
No.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Have the traffic.
Care 5381. Traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 700 feet. Report them in sight.
Care 5381. Have you in sight.
Yeah, so far I don't really see anything overly impressive, though. It looks fine. And I'm sure that they've, redone some things. But I kind of did expect to see the ship. I really did. Let me see where we are exactly. No. Unless certainly didn't see anything. Oh, let me just... Sorry, just trying to look on the, is here now?
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
That's alright, though.
Approach on 120.6. Good day.
120.6 for Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
Alright, well. It was okay. I think we need to head towards Boston, though, which is not terribly far away. We'll follow the shore. I'm going to go right on out to it, and we'll just follow that up until we get into the harbor area. So let's go do that. I don't know if that's an airport up ahead. I don't know that one. Marshfield Municipal, George Harlow. I don't know. Don't know nothing about that one. Remember, if anybody wants to fly over anything, just let me know. Do my best. Or if you have an idea for another place to fly, just tell me. Oh, hello, Cosmic Rosalina. I just saw it on the YouTube side. Hello. Are you enjoying the, what is this, the New England flights flying around? I wish it gave me a timestamp of when that was said, because I do not know. A lot of little swirly stream, creek type things. This looks to me like it's almost like somewhere that the tide would come in and get and go back out. I don't know though. Marshfield Municipal. Not much to it. It kind of sounds about right. Marshfield. Looks very marshy here. Very, very marshy. It's like a little grouping town type of thing right there on the beach, but alright. We'll head over that way and take a look. We do want to follow the coast anyway, so why not?
Approach. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810 is type. 1 miles northwest of Kilo Golf Hotel Golf, 800 feet. Request flight following.
Interesting little beach town, beach
Llama 1 Romeo
community.
Alpha, Whiskey 5810, approach. Squawk Tree 074. Squawk Tree 074. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Radar contact 1 miles north of Kilo Golf Hotel Golf, 800 feet. Altimeter 29901.
And it would seem to me...
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
that this would be a scary place in a hurricane type or a nor'easter or you know, angry ocean type of situation. If the water comes in, there's nowhere to go. Well, let me just fix our tracking here, because there's Boston. We're not that far away at this point. Probably cut some of the time out if I just let us head a little more to the west. Ever so slightly as we go. A little more directly to it and go see how that looks. I looked very briefly this morning. It seemed to be better, but we'll see. We covered a lot of New England in the last couple days. And the area, especially around, you know, between Boston and Providence. The only thing we didn't do is go out onto the Cape. If anybody wants to do that, just let me know. Just continuing on our way. Yada yada yada. Oops. Oh, sorry. I was drifting off somewhere. Can't quite read what that says. Something headquarters, 13 miles. That's about where Boston is, so you can see it just starting to come in over the on the other side of this water. And just based on time for today, I may not do that trip up the coast. We might just stop after Boston area and then respawn in New York and check that out. I'd kind of like to, oh, you know what I gotta do? Actually, after we do one tour around Boston, we should switch it to night, take a look at the evening. Then we'll do the same in New York. Check out the different sites and see how they look. Lit up and not lit up. There are a lot of markers now coming up ahead of us. But we're also, let me fix the map too. We're also getting very close to the Boston destination. There we go. A lot of traffic on that map. Looks like we're coming up on a school. Another one of those tracks where the where the trees overhang. It's just interesting. A couple of neat houses. Baseball field in the backyard, not bad. Yeah. Put this down just a little bit, just so you can see. You don't need to see so much of the sky, but looking down is sometimes, whoops, is sometimes nice. Yeah, I don't need to go any further down than that. Okay. All right, now all we got to do is cross this this harbor, and then we're in the city. Not really sure what that is underneath us, but okay. Alright, Boston, here we come. We're gonna see if they made it look that much better. Lots of little, well, some of these are kind of big, but lots of islands and things out here. That's pretty neat. Yeah, all told, this stream will probably be about as long as yesterday's was by the time we're all said and done. That's okay.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Traffic is 9 o'clock. For miles, at 1,300 feet, generic. Report them in
Really?
sight.
I
Llama 1
don't see
Romeo
you.
Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
He's gonna say I do.
Have the traffic.
There we go. Alright, well, the city skyline is definitely in view now. You see Logan off to the right a little bit.
Brickyard 5727. You are 300 feet below your assigned altitude.
Who lives out here?
2,900 feet altimeter 2,991.
There's like a farm or something. Island farm.
Climb and maintain 2,900 feet. Brickyard 5727.
Okay. Tons of planes over there at Logan. We don't need to go over there, though. Alright, coming into the city now. Let's pull back on this trim.
Brickyard 5727.
I want to have full control. There we
6,000
go.
feet. Expect ILS
Alright, so
runway.
here's the
Approach
Boston Harbor
transition.
seaplane base.
Clear to Gashi.
See that? Okay. The buildings look a little bit better, I think.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Traffic is 7 o'clock, 4 miles, at 1,200 feet, generic. Report them in sight.
Not bad, not bad.
1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810. Traffic in sight.
Here's your downtown area.
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS runway. 4 right approach via Gashi transition. Clear to Gashi. Brickyard 5727. Brickyard 5727.
I think it looks very nice.
Traffic is 10 o'clock. 3 miles at 700 feet. Report them in sight. Brickyard 5727. Contact Boston Tower on 1 tree, 2.225 when inbound.
Definitely nice. Very nice. Hope you're
Tower
enjoying
on
the
1
view.
tree, 2.225.
Slow
Brickyard
through the city.
5727.
This looks like old Boston down here. Wow. These buildings look run down or not well done. I don't know. Either way, let's just go and do a little slow flight around them real quick. They look good though. They're not bad. Looks more historical. You see there's some old church in the area or old state house looking buildings. Let's not get too low. It's not meant to look at right up on it. Okay, a couple of baseball fields in the area. Alright, we'll head back towards downtown. Oops, sorry, I know we're a little bouncy. Oof. My bad, my bad. Alright, so now we're coming back to the Boston Common. Now yesterday we did try to check that out. And it had a lot of trees. And it still does. Still does. Still a lot of trees here.
3 miles at 2,100 feet, generic. Report them in sight.
We also checked out this church over here. Let's just come down. I think we'll be able to possibly land in a spot. We'll see. Alright, let me just set it. That's probably good enough. Because I want to get a good look at the church and see if that's gotten any kind of an update at all. And I don't know. It actually does seem to look a little bit better to me compared to yesterday. I'll just kind of, let's not get too close over here. So just come back around. Also, the tops of the buildings seem to have a little bit more on them. Right, coming back to the church. Oh, there might even be a spot we can land. Yeah, the church looks decent. Okay, it'll pass. It'll pass. All right, let's see. We also attempted to find the Cheers bar, but I don't think that's going to change at all. It looks like, I mean, even from here, the trees and everything look pretty melted, so I'm not going to do that again. Just keep looking around.
Llama Air, 4 contact Bradley approach on 119.0. Good day.
I am trying to find something. There we go. Okay. Alright, so Cambridge should be right over here then. Oh, wait, I might be in the wrong spot. I think I am. Or maybe not. No, I think we're there. Let me just slow. There we go. Mercedes-Benz of Boston has their own helipad, apparently. Okay. Just checking out the area here. Very nice, very nice. I think things look good. Slow it up again. Yeah, no, I think we're good. This is nice. Good job. And we'll head back over towards Boston itself. Actually, we're gonna go over towards Fenway again. Just check out that area before we break off and head back to New York City. Trying to find Fenway. I know it's in this direction. Oh, there we go. Actually, we're headed right at it. Okay. Doesn't really look any different to me than yesterday, necessarily. Just slow. It kind of looks, I mean, it more or less looks the same. It looks fine. We're a little low. So that would mean that the Citgo side, yeah, there's Citgo, okay. Looks the same. There's the Massachusetts Turnpike that's below us now. We'll just follow that for a moment and then decide what to do. We're going to head to New York in a few minutes. I just want to see, as we head out of Boston itself, how it looks. Let me just fix this map here. There we go. Oops, lost track of what I was doing. Okay. I'm not sure. That may be, is that Boston University there? I'm not 100% sure. But the outside area looks pretty good too.
Alpha Whiskey 5810. Traffic is 5 o'clock. 4 miles at 400 feet. Generic. Report them in sight.
400 feet, huh?
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Have the traffic.
Just taking a little look here. All right. Trying to see what this is. Horizon Hill. I don't know what that is. We'll find somewhere to land and then we'll switch us over to New York City.
Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810, contact Bradley approach on 119.0. Good day.
Huh.
Going to 119.0. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810.
All right. Let's go ahead and end this flight and then respawn. Oh, there we go. We're gonna respawn at the heliport downtown Manhattan and check some things out from there. So, New York. Should be this one. Yeah, downtown heliport. Okay. Departure. Start flight. There's a lot of clouds. We'll just make sure we don't have the live weather on so we can see what's going on. And we'll, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do the nighttime at Boston, but that's okay. I mean, I am pressed for time. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm going to check out the, New York, at least. Here we go. Zipping on in. Oh. Reset my controls. They're still set up for mid-flight. There we go. The weather seems okay. Let me just pull this back. Yeah, right about there is probably good. Recenter ourselves. All right. Let's go check it out. You got the ship right out in front of us. Now we already had the Statue of Liberty. I am a little bit interested. Actually, hold on. Let me. I just want to move us where we're sitting over just a little bit. There we go. Okay. I could probably actually. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm being a pain. I'm gonna center us up. A nice little, like, you know, dead on. Even though that's not the pilot's spot, I think it'll give us a little bit better view. All right, let's at least head on out there and take a look. Okay, nice. Actually, wait. Since we're here, the Staten Island Ferry terminal building. We'll see if that's any better looking. Oh, I think we might have passed it. In all my fooling around. This is Battery Park beneath us, and it is on the other side. So let's turn around. It's very stuttery right now. It's got a lot to stream, I guess. All right, the terminal looks better. Let's go ahead on down in there. I don't like the stutters though. Oh, and Brooklyn right across the way there. It already looks better, even from here. All right, so here is, yeah, Staten Island Ferry Terminal. Looks a lot better. So very nice. All right. All right, let's head on out to that Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island. Actually, we'll go Ellis Island, then Statue of Liberty, then we'll circle back. So here we go. I don't like this stutter. I need to download this stuff. That's going to be a very necessary, it seems.
Philadelphia approach. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha, Whiskey 5810 is type. 1 miles west of Kilo Juliet Romeo Bravo, 600 feet. Request flight following. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810, Philadelphia approach. Squawk 6652.
Alright, Ellis Island.
Squawk 6652. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810. Radar contact 1 mile south of 05 November Juliet, 600 feet. Altimeter 2991. Roger. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5.
Is that a messed up couple of ships? That's just weird. Okay, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Alright. Oh, this stutter is going to drive me absolutely nuts. There's the Statue of Liberty. Looks about the same as it did. But this stuttering stuff, I'm not having it. I'm not excited about that at all. You can tell that things are going to look better. But this streaming thing, man. Anytime you need to stream in anything substantial or worthwhile, it just gets dumb. Kind of tempted to go check it out on 2020, and I may do that. Because then I know for sure it's not going to be streaming. And I got to tell you, Brooklyn looks good. Or it looks like it could look good.
120.05 for Llama 1 Romeo Alpha Whiskey 5810.
But I think, you know, because of this stutter, I'm just ready to end the stream and call it a day on this. Maybe opt back into the beta, download it, come back out again. It's a lot of work, though, to keep doing that. I wish they'd just get it fixed. Yeah, this is dumb. I'm done. All right, I'm going to call it a day, guys. Because this stutter thing, I'm just not interested. So with that, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to do some things, see if I can fix it. I mean, you see, once we stop moving around, and all of a sudden it's okay. But as soon as you try to move and try to render in anything, well, now what did it do? Did it listen to me? Did it stop? Or is it because we stopped moving forward? Let's see what happens if we move forward again. I don't need to be quite that high. That could also have something to do with it. Just too much to render in, I guess.
Radar contact. Continue. Llama 1 Romeo Alpha 120.05 for Llama 1 Romeo.
Yeah, I
Alpha
can't.
Whiskey 5810.
All right, guys. We all have a good night, and I'm gonna go do some more practice of my my radio flying.